it! Word to your mother. My name's Steve and I'm tired, but I do have dry feet, so that's always a bonus. Today I wanted to talk to you about a fragrance I picked up just after Christmas. It is this. It is Diesel Only the Brave Tattoo. Now, why on earth did I get this, you might be wondering. My dearest mother-in-law gave me a voucher for the perfume shop as part of a Christmas present, and it was to the value of about £30, I think. And I thought about using it to buy something a bit more expensive and get £30 off, but the perfume shop is not the cheapest place in the high street, so I wanted to maximise my kind of discount. You know me, I like a bargain. And so I thought I would get something in the region of £30 to £40, so it was basically kind of practically free. I thought about a few different things, some quite safe options like Boss Bottled. I really like Lancome's Hypnose, but in the end I wanted something different. I just thought I'd try something different, use the money, and I tried this. So I got this box set in the end for with a shower gel and a 50ml, and I got it for, it was £29.99, so I basically got it for free. And the reason I got it is I liked it. Do you need much more of a reason? Now, I sprayed it in the shop and it wasn't sort of the strongest scent in the world. And I was quite conscious that everybody thinks Diesel is a teen smell and it's very sweet and, you know, etc, etc. But I smelt this in the store, and the first thing you get, basically I just liked it. I just found it a very comforting, pleasant, really nice, sweet smell. What you get from the top is there's mandarin in there, which is one of my favourite notes, but basically the top is dominated by the red apple. So if you like the note of red apple that you might find in Mont Blanc Legend and Legend Intense, etc., if you like that note, give this a go, because as I say, the top is very heavy with red apple, but which I like. I find that quite nice. I mean, my wife smelt it. She's only really smelt it when I first applied it, because it's normally when we cross paths in the mornings. And she sort of said she's not convinced. She thinks it's a bit like my shower gel. And that's probably because my shower gels that I get and use are fruit shower gels. They're the ones with the hook. Do you remember the advert? Hooky hook?
Dogs for men, shower and shampoo with super awesome hook.
They're one of those, so it's a fruit-based shower gel, so hence probably why it sort of reminds her of the shower gel. So that's what my wife thought, and the other person in my house is my 3-year-old son, and he also likes this scent. So I'm not doing much for the argument against it being for a younger audience, but I've worn this quite a few times in the last couple of weeks, and 2 separate days he complimented me. One day he just said, "Daddy, you smell nice," and another day he said, "Daddy, I love you because you smell nice." So my 3-year-old son is a roller coaster of emotion, so I will take any compliments and affection I can get, quite frankly, so that's a winner with me. So, but I really like that red apple opening. I find it just quite a comforting smell. I just find it just really quite pleasant. As it starts drying down, in the mids there's sage and peppers, which you do get more of the sage, to be honest. And in the base there's woodsy notes, and there's benzoin, and more importantly there's patchouli, but more importantly there's tobacco as well, which is kind of practically unheard of from a Diesel scent, I think. I don't think many of theirs has got tobacco in it. And so the sort of journey, this does develop this scent. So you get that red apple to start with, as it then starts, and it's quite intense, it is quite fruity. So that's probably where it's at its most teenish. But as it starts drying down, you get the sort of sage come through and the woodsy notes. And it starts balancing it out. So the red apple starts to die down a little bit and the benzoin starts kicking in. So it brings just this nice amount of sweetness, I think. I don't think it's too sweet. It's just this nice amount of sweetness with the woodsy notes, but then there's the tobacco. Now the tobacco is not a dominant note. It's but it is there and it really adds something to it. You don't smell it and go, oh, that is a tobacco scent, but it just gives it this sort of darkness to it and this maturity, I would say. Yeah, it's definitely got some sweetness from it, from the benzoin, but it's not sickly sweet, I don't think. It is a little bit sickly early on with the red apple, but not really. Once it dries down, it's just a pleasant sweetness. It's just kind of a hint of sweetness that I just find really welcoming and really comforting. If I was a girl and a guy wore this scent, I'd want to sort of snuggle up to him. I don't know if I'd want to do rude things, I'm not sure, but yeah. And then with the tobacco, it just gives it this nice sort of, it brings a bit of maturity to it and a bit of a manly scent to it as well. So I would say of all of the diesel fragrances that I've smelt, this is probably the most mature. I mean, as we all know, that everybody says they're for teens, but I would say this is the most mature. Now, saying it's the most mature scent from the diesel line is a bit like saying you're the thinnest person at Fat Fighters. You're still at Fat Fighters, aren't you?
If you take a bit of cake and cut it in half, then it's only half the calories. And because it's only half the calories, you can have twice as much.
But it is nice. I mean, the bottle is mildly juvenile. I mean, I like tattoos and things. I'm kind of into that, so that's kind of cool. I don't mind it. But I would say if you like the note of red apple, you like a sort of, if you like the idea of a sweet tobacco scent, give this a smell. You can get this in most department stores. I just fancy something a bit different. And I'll tell you what, I've worn this quite a lot. I think there's some versatility in this. You could wear this, because of that tobacco, it sort of brings it and gives it a slightly darker, more mature edge. As I say, it's not a mature powerhouse scent. Don't wear this if you're working in an alpha environment full of Wolf of Wall Street type alpha males. This is probably not the scent. But if you do work in quite a fun office, it's quite a fun environment, or you're surrounded by a lot of women and you want to sort of pick up some compliments, I'd recommend this. I think the women like the kind of sweetness from it, and that sort of woodsy and tobacco notes just kind of gives it that slightly more mature, manlier edge. But from the apple and the benzoin, it's just still quite youthful as well. So it's got some versatility in this. I really like it, and that's why I bought it, and that's what matters at the end of the day. So I much prefer this. At the same time, I did try Only the Brave Street, which was far too sweet for me, and some of the others were just a bit sort of more generic teenish smell, where this I just liked. I sprayed it on, walked away, went shopping for about 30-45 minutes and kept smelling it, and I just really enjoyed it, and I still do. So I'm quite pleased with it. So yeah, if you like red apple, which you'll find in like Mont Blanc Legend, give this a smell. If you like the idea of a sort of sweet tobacco scent, give this a smell. And it's really nice. Performance wise is fairly average, I would say. I was not blown away either way. I got a good couple of hours projection, and it sort of lasted 5 or 6 hours. So pretty fairly standard and average to me, to be honest. I think it probably would last a little bit longer than that, but it's definitely a skin scent. And if you went quite heavy, you'd probably get a bit more projection than 2 hours, maybe getting on for 3. So performance is all right. It's just not, it didn't blow me away either way. Thank you for watching. I appreciate the love. Please like and subscribe, and please keep watching, and thank you for the support and comments. I do appreciate it. I'm going to try and make these videos a bit more kind of fun, and I just want to start having a bit more fun with them, but still being informative. So hopefully if you like the sound of that, do please click like and subscribe. Do click the like button, because not only does it kind of, you know, help me in the world of YouTube, it also helps my self-esteem and my desperate need for approval. So if you could do that, I'd appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Much love.